Imagine working your entire life, counting the days until retirement. Then one morning, you check your savings and realize they're disappearing much faster than you ever expected. You did everything you were told. You worked hard, saved money, and planned for the future. So, why are so many retirees still struggling financially in 2026? The truth is shocking. Millions of Americans are entering retirement with less money than they need, while everyday expenses continue rising faster than many expected. What if the biggest threat to your retirement isn't the stock market? What if it's the financial mistakes most people never realize they're making? My name is Jeffrey Sachs Invests, and I spend countless hours studying the decisions that separate financial security from financial stress in retirement. If your goal is to retire with confidence instead of uncertainty, you're in the right place. Subscribe to the channel and like this video if you enjoy practical financial education. Before we begin, remember one powerful idea. Retirement is not determined by your age. It is determined by the quality of the financial decisions you make today. In this video, we'll uncover the most shocking retirement money statistics in America for 2026 and, more importantly, the lessons that can help you avoid becoming one of them. Let's get started. Let's start with a statistic that surprises almost everyone. The average retirement savings in America is far lower than most people imagine. Many workers assume the average retiree has $1 million invested. The reality is far different, and the gap between expectation and reality is alarming. According to recent retirement trends, countless households enter retirement with savings that can cover only a limited number of years. Imagine preparing for a 30-year journey with enough fuel for only 10. Eventually, the destination becomes impossible to reach without making painful sacrifices. This is exactly what happens when people underestimate how expensive retirement can become. Inflation, health care, and unexpected emergencies slowly consume their savings. Financial freedom isn't built by earning the highest salary. It's built by consistently saving, investing wisely, and giving your money enough time to grow. The earlier you begin investing, the more powerful compound growth becomes. Time often creates greater wealth than trying to find the perfect investment, and this leads to an even bigger problem. Even retirees with respectable savings are discovering that one hidden expense can destroy decades of careful financial planning. That's what we'll uncover next. Here's the statistic that catches many retirees completely off guard. Healthcare often becomes one of the largest expenses they will ever face after leaving the workforce. Many people believe Medicare will cover almost everything. The reality is very different. Premiums, prescriptions, deductibles, and long-term care can quickly add up. Imagine trying to fill a bucket with water while a small hole keeps leaking from the bottom. At first, the loss seems small. Over time, it becomes impossible to ignore. That's exactly how unexpected medical costs affect retirement savings. One bill may not change everything, but years of rising expenses can slowly drain a lifetime of hard work. The smartest retirees prepare for these costs before they arrive. They build emergency savings, review insurance carefully, and include health care in every retirement plan. Financial planning isn't about expecting the worst. It's about being ready for life surprises without sacrificing your lifestyle or your peace of mind. The difference between financial confidence and financial stress often comes down to preparation. Those who plan ahead usually have more choices when unexpected expenses appear. But health care isn't the only silent threat. The next statistic reveals an invisible force that reduces purchasing power every single year, even if your savings never leave the bank. Now let's talk about the one expense that never sends you a bill but quietly takes money from your pocket every single day. That hidden enemy is inflation. Many retirees believe their savings will last because the balance in their account barely changes. The problem is that the value of those dollars keeps shrinking year after year. Imagine filling your shopping cart with groceries today. Now picture buying the exact same items 5 years later and paying significantly more for everything inside. That's how inflation works. It doesn't have to double prices overnight. Small increases, repeated every year, slowly reduce the purchasing power of your retirement savings. This is why keeping all your money in cash can become a costly mistake. Money that never grows often loses value faster than most people realize. Successful retirement planning means making your money work for you. Investing wisely and protecting your purchasing power are just as important as building your savings. The goal isn't simply to save more money. The goal is to make sure your money continues growing faster than the rising cost of living throughout retirement. But even retirees who successfully beat inflation can still make one critical mistake. The next statistic reveals why many people run out of money simply because they underestimate how long retirement really lasts. Here's a question most people never ask themselves. What if your retirement lasts much longer than you planned? For millions of Americans, that's becoming a very real possibility. People often build their retirement plan around 20 years. But thanks to longer life expectancy, many retirees may need their savings to last 25 or even 30 years. Imagine leaving for a cross-country road trip with enough fuel for only half the journey. At first, everything feels comfortable. Eventually, the warning signs become impossible to ignore. The same thing happens with retirement savings. Spending too much during the early years can create financial pressure later when earning additional income becomes much more difficult. This does not mean you should stop enjoying retirement. It means every dollar should have a purpose, allowing you to enjoy today without sacrificing your future security. The most financially successful retirees regularly review their spending, adjust their investment strategy, and prepare for changes instead of assuming everything will go according to plan. Retirement is not just about reaching the finish line. It's about making sure you have the financial strength to enjoy every year after you get there. And now comes one of the biggest surprises in this entire video. The next statistic reveals why thousands of retirees are returning to work even after believing they were financially prepared. One of the most surprising trends in 2026 is that more retirees are returning to work. Not because they want to, but because many simply can't afford not to. For some, rising prices slowly reduced their purchasing power. For others, unexpected medical bills or higher living expenses forced them to rethink their retirement plans. Imagine crossing the finish line of a marathon only to discover the race isn't actually over. That's exactly how many retirees describe going back to work. The emotional impact can be just as difficult as the financial one. After years of planning for freedom, many find themselves searching for income instead of enjoying retirement. The good news is that this outcome isn't inevitable. Building multiple sources of income before retirement can reduce financial pressure and create greater long-term stability. Investments, dividends, rental income, and other passive cash flows can provide support when market conditions or unexpected expenses put your savings under pressure. The goal is not simply to stop working. The goal is to reach a point where working becomes a choice instead of a financial necessity. But even people with multiple income sources can make one expensive mistake. The next statistic reveals how emotional decisions during market downturns can erase years of financial progress. One of the biggest mistakes retirees make isn't investing too little. It's letting fear control their decisions when the market becomes unpredictable and prices begin to fall. When headlines predict economic disaster, many people panic. They sell their investments to protect their savings, believing they're making the safest possible financial decision. Imagine planting a tree, caring for it for decades, then cutting it down just before it begins producing the most fruit. That's what panic selling often looks like. History has shown that markets move in cycles. Declines can feel frightening, but recoveries have rewarded patient investors who stayed focused on their long-term goals. Successful retirees understand that temporary market drops are not always permanent losses. Selling during fear often turns a short-term decline into a lasting financial setback. Instead of reacting emotionally, they review their plan, maintain diversification, and remember why they invested in the first place. Discipline often beats emotion over time. Financial freedom is rarely built through perfect timing. It's built through consistency, patience, and the ability to stay calm when everyone else is losing confidence. Now the biggest surprise is still ahead. The next statistic reveals the single habit that separates retirees who enjoy lasting financial security from those who constantly worrying about running out of money. Here's what the most financially secure retirees have in common. It isn't luck, a massive salary, or perfect market timing. It's one powerful habit they practiced for decades. They treated investing like paying a monthly bill. No matter what happened in the economy, they consistently invested before spending money on unnecessary wants. Imagine building a brick wall. One brick doesn't seem important, but after years of adding one brick at a time, the structure becomes incredibly strong. That's exactly how wealth is created. Small, consistent investments may look insignificant today, but compound growth transforms them into something much larger over time. Many people wait for the perfect moment to invest. The most successful retirees understand that consistency usually beats trying to predict every market movement. They focus on habits they can control, including saving regularly, avoiding unnecessary debt, and allowing their investments enough time to grow through different market cycles. Financial success is rarely the result of one brilliant decision. More often, it's the reward for thousands of smart decisions repeated year after year without giving up. But there's one final statistic that brings everything together. It explains why some retirees enjoy complete peace of mind while others spend every day worrying about money. After looking at all these statistics, one question remains. What number truly defines a successful retirement? Surprisingly, the answer is different for every single person. Many people chase a specific dollar amount, believing $1 million automatically guarantees financial freedom. In reality, your lifestyle matters just as much as your savings. Imagine two retirees with identical investment accounts. One spends carefully and lives comfortably. The other overspends every month and constantly worries about running out of money. The difference isn't always income, it's the ability to manage expenses, adapt to changing circumstances, and make thoughtful financial decisions throughout retirement. True financial freedom comes from aligning your spending with your priorities instead of trying to impress others with a lifestyle that isn't sustainable. The wealthiest retirees often focus less on buying more things and more on protecting the freedom they've worked so hard to achieve over the years. Money is a powerful tool, but only when it's guided by a clear plan. Without direction, even large retirement savings can disappear much faster than expected. Now it's time to bring everything together. In the final section, we'll uncover the biggest lesson from these shocking retirement statistics and the simple mindset that can change your financial future forever. The statistics we've explored today all point to one powerful truth. Retirement isn't won by luck, and it isn't reserved for people with extraordinary incomes. It's built through consistent financial decisions made over many years. The average retiree's biggest challenge isn't simply earning more money. It's preparing early, investing wisely, controlling spending, and allowing time to work in their favor through the power of compound growth. Think of retirement as planting a tree. The best time to plant it was years ago. The second best time is today. Every smart financial decision you make now becomes another branch supporting your future freedom. No matter where you are in your financial journey, remember this: your future is not determined by today's balance, but by the habits you choose to build starting now. Small actions, repeated consistently, create extraordinary results. If this video helped you see retirement from a new perspective, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss our upcoming financial education videos designed to help you build lasting wealth. I'd also love to hear from you. Which retirement statistic surprised you the most, and what financial habit are you committed to improving after watching this video? Leave your answer in the comments below. Thank you for spending your time with me today. Keep learning, keep investing in your future, and remember that every dollar you save with purpose brings you one step closer to true financial freedom. I'll see you in the next video.